I'm David, and I make websites.
I had my tongue out. No. Hi, my name is Jamin Still, and I'm a painter and author based in Wichita, Kansas.
And I'm David Downing, your friendly neighborhood web developer.
Earlier this fall, I decided to have my website updated. One of the things I wanted to do was attach the store directly to my site instead of linking to a third-party service, which is what I'd been doing up until this point. I've also been looking to focus more of my time and energy writing stories and creating the world of Fabaria in which these stories take place. And I thought having the site redesigned to incorporate what I'm doing with world building and writing stories with my paintings would be a good move because it allows me to better communicate my vision. And building the store into the site and linking it to my Square account allows me to have not just consistent aesthetics and design, but a consolidation of my records of sales, which is really convenient and a time saver as well.
I looked at some different ways to make Jamin's vision a reality and eventually settled on WooCommerce. I've worked in that platform before, and I really like the features it offers to small business owners.
Once we got started, it became apparent that we could do a lot with the world I was building in my art and stories. I talked to David about integrating the art that I have for sale in the store with the map of Fabaria I was working on at the time. And I was curious about creating this immersive, interactive experience so that people could navigate the world on the site and link directly to the locations and lore from the stories.
I think Jamin and I both grew up thinking about imaginary worlds and creating hand-drawn maps on notebook paper. I know I would spend a ton of time flipping back and forth between the chapter of Lord of the Rings I was reading and the map at the front of the book and trying to imagine where all these things took place. I wanted to give users of the site that feeling of exploration and curiosity on Jamin's store. I hoped that by building an interactive version of the world, it would allow people to have the experience I have when I step into Jamin's booth at one of his shows.
The map integration for the site allows you to zoom in and explore the islands of Fabaria. You can click on each individual region and see the paintings I've done that are associated with that location. You can also click the links to view a page with more backstory about the region or purchase the images from the store. There's also a really good search function that you can use to see pieces associated with particular characters or titles. Clicking on each of the images reveals a small portion of the story associated with that piece. And the overall style of the site looks and feels much more in line with my work.
Originally, we were going to link the new store with Jamin's main site, but quickly discovered that it made more sense to combine them. After that, the finishing touches and features really started to take shape. Before we go any further, I want to talk about one part of the development process that we usually don't mention in videos like these, and that is obstacles. As a human being, I make mistakes, and as a developer, I think it's my responsibility not just to avoid the mistakes entirely, but to do my best to take responsibility and fix them as soon as I can. I had to do that on this project, and even though it was a difficult issue that took a long time to fix, Jamin and I ended up really happy with the finished product. Anyway, we'll get back to it.
The site is live and taking orders now, so please visit jaminstill.com. And know that it's a work in progress. I'm continually adding new content. I'm adding more stories as I write them, as well as paintings as I finish them, and lore and history of the world that I'm creating. If you want to know when those changes take place, you can sign up for my newsletter, which is also on the website. Thanks.
I'm not finished either. I'm continuing to work with Jamin on adding updates and features, so you should absolutely go check out the website and see all there is to do there. And if you need a website for your small business or creative endeavor, shoot me an email and we'll get to work. Thanks.